So in this meeting, we take Ben, the sound designer, and Gallo, the composer, and discuss how we're all going to work together to create awesome music and sounds for the movie. So, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah. I like that people have their art instrument in the background of what they're doing, so that I can just easily understand. I know Gallo is doing music because I can see the piano over there. I want brushes for the artist and stuff like that, but it's not gonna work. So Gallo and Ben say hello to each other, the two music sound people.
Hello, Galo.
I even called this meeting the Sounds of Music because it's both the sound and the music. So I thought it would be, I don't know, clever. I don't know.
Well, first of all, I wanted to put you guys in touch, and also if we can discuss how we're going to be working on the music, on the sound. When are you going to need more for the animatics? How are you guys going to be exchanging files? Just so that we coordinate a strategy for that.
Okay. Ben, before that, do you mind just taking a minute to just say a few words about yourself, since you were not introduced in that first video, so that other people can maybe watch it and just know just a little bit about who you are?
Sure. So again, yeah, my name is Ben, and I'm going to be doing the sound for Foods. I graduated from college a year ago, and I went to school for audio production. So I've done a little bit of everything. I've done sound for film, done a little bit of music production as well. But yeah, so for this film, I'll be concentrating more on the Foley. So we'll be doing recording the sounds that are going to be used in the short. Especially I feel like this is going to be great for you and for Gallo, for you and I, because this is a sound-driven project. So I think it's going to stretch us a little bit, and it's going to be fun to. It's going to be relying on that, so it'll be great.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm here. I'm excited to work with you guys.
Great. So just to repeat, the thing that you're going to be doing is mostly Foley and also the general mixing, right?
Yeah.
Just putting everything together, the audio, the composer, the music, and all the Foley together, mastering the film, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the script, you'll go over it on your spare time when we're done with this conversation, but it basically gives you an idea of a lot of the stuff that's going to be in there, especially for Ben. For Gallo, it's less based on the technical things. It's more just the flow and the pacing of how the film is going to be, and it's going to be a little hard to predict that. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Muriel, you were saying.
No, then I'm gonna create a new channel there so that we can put these files, and I'll have the script there for you guys to download then right after this meeting. So, how do you want to do with the animatics? Are you gonna need already some sounds? How are you guys thinking about the workflow? What would be best for you?
So I think for the animatic, Ben can probably throw in some sound effects just to get the film to be readable with sound as much as possible, but it's not going to be too great. But then some of the sounds you can probably use for the final thing, or not. If you have just some kind of temporary sounds you want to use, just enough so we can get the feel for it. About regarding the music, I don't know, Gallo. What do you? I don't think we're going to be able to do the music for the animatic. I think I might have to use scratch, just stock sound or something like that.
Well, I need to see the movie already finished.
The what?
The movie I need to see the movie already finished.
Yeah. So you're right. Yeah.
Music on.
So what I think we'll do is I'll use some just scratch music for the animatic. That is going the way I did Lift Up with Galo also is I sent him the film with some music that I've used that I think is close to the style I want, and then he just used that as reference, but he did something completely different. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to like post different styles of music based on what's going on there, and then that's going to be good enough for the animatic. But I do want you, after you see the animatic, to maybe have some kind of like the theme. You know what I mean? Just the theme music of that's going to be repeated. Because even though the music, the style of the music will be changing based on what we see. So we have like Mexican, then English, then American, then Japanese, and then I don't know, back to like big band, I guess. We have all these styles based on the food. It's still going to have the same musical theme in all of those styles.
Yeah.
So I think that is something you can start like maybe playing with and having like a sample of how it sounds with that style, how it sounds with this style, just like a few seconds. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I already start to making some cues.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just need to
Okay, great.
the movie.
Mari, you already had a reference for a jazz type of song, no?
I've put it on reference, that big band song. Did you see that? The one that I envisioned to be like how the movie is gonna start.
Yeah.
It's like kind of it's from 1936, the one I posted. So that's kind of like it's like big band from the 30s or 40s.
Okay.
Like so I don't think it's really. I mean, is it a style of jazz? I'm not sure. Like I don't know if it's.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a style of jazz. So I kind of like the feeling that it's like old style New York, even though it's like it's not gonna look like. It's not like modern days. It's kind of like there's no like electronics or anything. It's just like people buying food. So there's not really a specific time where it's happening that you can't really point out and say, oh, it's probably like they have iPhones, so like it's after whatever. Yeah. So it might even happen in the 1930s. Like there's nothing that's gonna dictate it either way. So I think that music is going to be fun for that.
And Ben, what will you need for this process? Is the script fine for you, or you need some list of the kind of sounds?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'll go through the script and then I can give you a better answer. But I mean, really, I guess depending on how detailed the script is, will depend. You know, like what would be most helpful is really very descriptive. What exactly are you hearing? What's going on? So that could always be, you know, a separate document that's made. But yeah, so I'll look into that.
I think after we have the storyboard done, we'll know exactly what's going on because Milos is kind of going with the flow on his ideas. So it's like he's doing stuff that are not necessarily in the script, which is fine. So I can't really tell you specifically like what every note is going to be until that's done.
Sure.
So because my script, like I wrote it, and I gave examples of some cuts and scenes I want to have, but we might do something that instead of cutting the tomato, it might be like I don't know, peeling an onion or whatever. So it's going to be different sounds. So until that's
so maybe
done,
it's better to just start doing any sound references after we close down the storyboards.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but for the final music, I need to hear like the film with the sound design. For me, really important that I make the music without fighting the sound, you know?
So you want to watch the film without the sound design or with the sound design?
With sound.
Without.
With.
Oh, with the sound. Okay. So that you'll know like if there's any like louder points or something.
Yeah. So I can fight with the sound, you know? I need to something there.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So for the final music, and actually I'm thinking of recording with real musicians, some parts of the music.
Oh, that would be great.
More realistic, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Have more, I don't know, like a real production.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
What softwares are both of you working with? Is it Pro Tools?
For the music, when I'm composing,
Yeah.
like I use Logic.
Logic. Okay.
And when I mix the sound and master and record other instruments, like real instruments, I go to Pro Tools.
And what about you, Ben?
Yeah, I'm mainly using Adobe Audition for most mixing and whatnot.
Okay, that's what I use too. Do you want me to like? Do you want to, for now at least, to start to maybe post some more reference? Galo, that would be actually a good thing if you can also post reference music for stuff you think you're gonna do similar to that, and that way I can tell you like, oh no, this is not at all what we're doing. Like, you really didn't get it, or say like, yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe at least I mean at least that, and then actually I could use those for the animatic. That would be great.
I can actually I can start like sending the cues I have.
Okay.
Like I compose that and then you can say there's okay or not. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's good. But send it only to me. I don't want it to be public. Not because I just with music it's very delicate. I don't want people to get the music and people who are non-musicians to get music in an unfinished state, and then like it's going to kind of change the feeling of hearing it. So we need to be a little careful with that.